I know the history of the Industrial Revolution, and I've seen all the Terminator movies. So it makes perfect sense to me why there's quite a bit of fear bubbling up out there in the social fabric when people look to what's coming with artificial intelligence. I mean, just this Shabbat, I was sitting with my kids around the Shabbat table, and they were raising concerns over whether they would be irrelevant by the time they were able to enter the workforce. What work is there to be done, they said, if the machines can do it better? That is a very familiar phrase in history. And while the concern is real, whether you look to technology to provide the dystopian or the utopian horizon for our development, you misunderstand the role that humanity plays in creation. Because our capacity isn't really tool building. It's not a mastery of intelligence, artificial or otherwise. It's the ability to cultivate consciousness. This is what Am Yisrael and humanity as a whole was put into the world to do. This is our genius, the depth of consciousness. Now, how to develop consciousness, the tools required, the postures we need to take, the prayers we need to pray, that's a longer discussion. You can be in touch with me, robmikefoyer@gmail.com, if you want to think about how to do such a thing in your own life. But just so I want to give you something to think about. Again, whether you're looking toward that dystopian or utopian horizon, you need to know what the Rambam had to say about the future when it's mastered by artificial intelligence. He says the following at the end of the entire Mishnah Torah, his great halachic work, which is often missed, even though it's hard and fast law, has a narrative thread which is fantastic to tie it together. And at the very end, this is the vision that the Rambam offers for our world. He says, "Ubeoto azman, in the end, lo yesham lo ra'av lo milchama." There's not going to be any hunger, no war, no jealousy or competition. Why? Shatovat yeh mushpat harbe, because goodness will be abundant and all the things that we want from life will be as common as dust. Interesting. That's the utopian future promised to us by these technological wizards. But what about the concern that humanity will be irrelevant? Well, he says, "Lo ye'asek kol alam." The only concern or occupation of the world will be ledat et Hashem bilvad, to know God. And therefore, says the Rambam, Israel will be chachamim gedolim, great wise ones, knowing things which are hidden and grasping the consciousness of their creator to the extent that a human being can. As it says in the book of Isaiah, Ki mala'ah haaretz de'at Hashem, the world will be filled with the consciousness of God like the waters fill the sea. Let it be soon, let it be now. And if ChatGPT is going to get us there, well then, let it happen. If you want to know more about Jewish heroism or dive into your own personal hero's journey, be in touch with me, robmikefoyer@gmail.com. Check out jewishheroism.com for the 7 paths of the Jewish hero's journey, which can teach you all about engaging the mission to make the goodness of creation more real in the world.